Hey everybody, this is Rob Gauthier, the ET Whisperer. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why people get private sessions. There are a lot of people who get private sessions, and a lot of people contact me through email or Facebook and say, should I get a private session? And then they explain to me what's going on. So I'm just going to give you a good spectrum of what people usually get sessions about. A lot of people try to communicate with Treb or Aridif about their own personal life. Now, this includes relationships, issues on abundance, issues on manifestations, jobs, interactions, all sorts of things. And we've had people contact us from very highly in their own mind sexual dysfunction all the way to connections with other people and intimacy. And then on the other side of that spectrum, some people just want to understand their own internal thinking or belief systems and try to change those. So in a personal way, personal questions about your own life and what experience you're having can be very useful with Treb or Aridif. The way that they end up finding that information, I tell everyone this before a personal session. When you ask a question, you have thousands of layers of energy inside of yourself, and all these different layers interact with one another and cross one another for certain things. Let's say you say, I have a question about my relationship with my wife or husband. We're going through this problem right now. The part of your energy that deals with relationships, the part of energy that deals with interacting with your spouse, the part of energy that deals with your belief systems about the problem at hand, and the energy where you're connecting to your guides. All of those are different energies. But in that moment, when you ask about that question, all of those energies are in one place at one moment. Treb and Aridif take that energy, they extract that information, and then they reflect back from their own perception and view on that idea. That's what makes them so powerful. And when you're connecting to a guide, let's say you're connecting to a spirit guide, one that's aligned with your own chakra systems, most of the times a disembodied human who experiences connecting with you for that sole purpose throughout the entire life, that being will also be connected to. So they're not just connecting to your energy through me. They're connecting to all of those ideas and energies and your energy and how it interacts with you. That's what gives them the ability to reflect back on that information so well. Then we have galactic things. The Treb and Aridif are ETs. They both communicate in a galactic scene. So a lot of people say, I want to understand about my hybrid children. I want to understand about why I have dreams about these aliens, or why I've been getting these voices in my head that feel like they're Pleaidian or Arcturian. Again, the same mechanism that connects you to your fellow man connects you to the galactic realm. And I try to explain it like this. You yourself are your lower fractal consciousness. That's about 15 to 25% of all that you are. Above that is your higher self. That higher self is connected directly to that oversoul, which is connected to every being that you can connect to directly. Your past lives, future lives, parallel lives, galactic beings who are linearly tied to or connected to humans. So that energy right there is a place where Treb or Aridif can extract that information and give you that information. A lot of people just want to come in and talk to Treb or Aridif. They love Treb or Aridif's energy. They think that they're amazing beings, and they just want to hang out with them. We've had people that have got sessions and actually just went back and forth like a regular conversation. Now, there are some people who want just very simple information about the galaxy. What's out there? What's going on? Who's on this planet? What's going on with that? And that's appropriate too. To shorten it up, I would say no matter what the idea is, no matter what you want to talk to them about, most of the time it will give you a better reflection of what's going on. Most of the time you're going to end up having a better understanding of what it is you desire to understand when you connect to them. Now, when we do sessions, we don't just do sessions with Treb or Aridif. We also connect with Metatron, who's an archangel. An archangel is basically a direct connection to God. They're the highest form of consciousness on Earth. The Earth archangels are different than Venus archangels or Saturn archangels or a planet 500 light years away. So they are very included and connected to Earth knowledge and human knowledge. So these beings are the highest form of consciousness that are connected. Metatron, the archangel I connect to, is specifically only orienting his energy on helping us align with our real soul. And our real soul is that part that accepts and loves everyone, that connects to everything, that allows to go through without resistance. So the archangel consciousness is very popular, very connected to, and very useful for those types of tools and information. Now, there are also different kinds of interactions and sessions where people connect to their hybrid children, a direct connection through Treb or Aridif. They pull in the vibration. If you have a hybrid child, they feel that connection and they can connect you directly to that hybrid child. That opens up the line of communication for you to speak directly to that hybrid child and to communicate. We've had several of those sessions publicly formatted and shown out to the public, and are very useful tools for those of you who do have hybrid children. There are also galactic family consciousnesses that come through in the same way. Treb or Aridif can feel them, can see them. They see what part of your energy they're connecting to, and they bring in that consciousness into my own body and communicate. So in that way, you have the possibility and capability to find out who it is you're linked to. If you already know who you're linked to, or even know about a specific being through your dream state, telepathy, your own communication, or your own channeling, they can help bring forward that information clear. And that way you can communicate directly. So there's all sorts of uses and information about these types of sessions. We have so many different examples on YouTube. So if you're new to ET Whisper, go check it out. It's very interesting and it is always helpful. I've never had one person who's contacted me and said, hey, the session I had was worthless. It didn't help me with anything. Everybody's always said it gives me a better insight about me, about the situation at hand, and about my connection. So jump in. There's hundreds of free hours of personal sessions and also call-in shows and all those sorts of things that give you examples of that. And we'll have some examples below here on the website. Thanks, guys. Love you.